Okay, so um, for today, we're going to use a yoga strap or anything that resembles a yoga strap and a squishy ball. I didn't put it into the email because I know that you've got your stuff like right there. There was one other person booked in, but she can't make it, so I'm going to send her the recording. Right, and Jules is next to me here, so if you see like flying limbs coming from this side of the screen, it's Jules. Okay, cool. So we're coming up into standing to begin. Um, and we're going to use our yoga strap. This is basically like I guess a kind of like a warm up in the sense that we're going to try and just like stretch out the front line of the body. We're going to take our feet nice and wide. It should be pretty familiar. And we kind of did this a little bit sort of in, was it props on Thursday? Yes, it was. So I've got this strap in my hand. You can use a TheraBand, you can use literally whatever. I've wrapped it around my hand so I don't have to really hold onto it, and I can just like almost use the resistance of the band to let my arms kind of push out into that resistance, and then I'm going to take it up above my head. Nice. Yeah, the TheraBand's totally cool as well. So once I'm up there, I can actually just kind of let my arms hang or just relax into the band. And I'm going to make sure that my ribs are not flaring forward, but rather I'm going to close that rib cage to pelvis connection. And then I'm going to slowly come up and over towards the left hand side. Just feel it out. Take an inhale here, and before we come out of it, can you root down through your right foot a little bit more, as well as the left foot, and imagine the two heels of your feet magnetizing towards one another. So inner thighs switch on, and then slowly bring yourself back to center and pendulate or pendulum over to the other side. I think I just made up a word, pendulate. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Before you come back to center, root down through the feet. Think about the heels squeeging towards one another and then bring it back. Good. And then let's just let the arms come down. Oh, sorry, you were about to go back to the other side there. That's fine. Take an inhale and come up and over. Good. Doesn't have to be super deep into the side bend. Root down through the feet, so integrating the lower body. Bring it back through center over to the other side. Good. Try and integrate the lower body. So the heels magnetize isometrically towards one another and bring it back to center. Awesome. And just let the arms come down. Okay, one more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to move into the side bend. We're going to hold that side bend for an inhale. Use your exhale to come through center over to the other side. Beautiful. Pause for an inhale. Connect to the lower body. And bring it back to center. Awesome. Arms come down. Really nice. We're going to go all the way around the world. Nice and slow. And don't worry about like maximum spinal movement here. This is really just warming up the spine. So we're going to come over to our side bend to the left. And then think about your legs being integrated into the system. So it's not just the upper body working, lower body switched on. Slowly come down. So you're going to have a moment where you're going to be in a wide-legged forward fold as you then come over towards your right and up. Exactly. Nice. Well done. You can let the arms come down with each rep. Inhale, reach them up. Let's take it the other direction now. So up and over to the right. Beautiful. Integrate the legs before you come down. Think about the inner thighs squeeging towards one another. Down momentarily in a wide-legged forward fold as you come through. Yes. Up. Good. And down. One more each direction. So this movement is really great because it stretches, as I hope you can feel, your intercostals, your obliques, your lats, postural muscles as well. Last time. Up and over to the opposite direction. Big stretch. Don't forget to integrate those legs, the inner thighs especially. Fantastic. And then let the arms and the band come down and just pop the band away for a second. Cool. We're going to turn our toes out to about 10 and 2. And we're going to come down into like a soft sumo goddess pose, but it doesn't have to be maximum again because this is the first kind of bent knee position that we're in. So Don't worry about going too deep. Take your arms nice and wide, like you're hugging a big beach ball. Lengthen into the tailbone. Draw the navel in and up. And then this beach ball now, you're going to tip over to your left. Exactly. Nice. And then bring back to center. Beach ball over to the right. And I actually want you to feel like this beach ball that you're holding on to is actually quite heavy. So it's thick plastic, it's filled with air, you're on the beach, it's maybe even got a little bit of water and sand in it. You know, this ball is heavy. To create a sense of resistance as you bring the ball back through center and over to the other side. Go for about 4. Nice. And 3. Beautiful. So you feel this pure side bend through the spine. 2. Well done. And 1. Bring your giant beach ball back through center. You might need to allow the elbows to drop down a little bit more to feel that solid weight of the beach ball in your arms. Remember, this thing's heavy. Bending through the elbows, lengthen through the crown of the head, but squeeze the shoulder blades down. Draw your navel in and up, and squeeze your bum, your glutes, just a little bit more to open the knees a little wider, even if it's half a millimeter. Cool. Keep that axial extension, so the length through the crown, and then you're going to rotate your giant beach ball over to your right. As you rotate to the right, squeeze your right shoulder blade down a little bit more, but lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel your postural muscles at the back switch on. And then slowly rotate over to the other side. Good. So literally at your own pace, go from side to side. But don't forget the imaginary weight of this beach ball here. Go for 4. Nice. 3. Very nice. 2. Good. And 1. So nice. Bring it back through center. Straighten out the legs momentarily. Forget about the beach ball. Now we're taking our hands behind our head. This position kind of sucks a little bit because the pressure of the hands behind the head is going to make you want to poke your chin forward. So you have to engage your deep neck flexors to draw your chin up and back and lengthen through the nape of the neck. So keep that. I'll remind you, but try and remind yourself as well. Bend into those knees. Good. So back into that kind of goddess shape. From here, take an inhale. Press your skull back into your hands, and as you exhale, side bend again, down. You're thinking elbow to knee, but you don't have to get there, obviously. And then bring it back. Other side. It's a kind of a strange one because you're mostly, or I am mostly focusing on, and I'd like you to mostly focus on, keeping the integrity of the neck positioning. Okay. That's it. Keep drawing your chin up and back, lengthening through the nape of the neck. Let's go for maybe 6. That neck positioning, just like we think about lower back positioning, helps us to maintain a neutral spine. 4. Good. 3. Nice. 2. Fantastic. Last time. Okay, try and hold on with me here. Stay nice and low in the legs. The first one might be a bit wobbly and I might lose my balance with this as well. But I'm going to take my weight into my right leg and bam, try and bring elbow to knee. Lost my balance. And then come back into your goddess. Yeah. And then other side, bam. So mine was real quick there, but you want to try and really slow it down. Actually create like a side crunch. Exactly. Good. Side crunch. Nice. I'm kind of cheating by dragging my foot along the floor and then bringing it up. Drag and lift. Good. Keeping the chin tucked. Nice. Towards the chest or towards the throat. 5. See, this stuff really is going to help with stuff like crow and side crow, which is something I'm working on. 2, and I'm sure you'd like to get there as well. Last time. Yes. Nice. Okay. Taking it away from standing. Let's use our squishy ball now in a more familiar place on our thoracic spine, on our back. So your ball is going to come into your mid-back. Again, hand positioning stays the same. So I'm still supporting my neck, keeping my chin gently tucked towards my throat, and the back of my neck is nice and long so that I can extend over the ball on an inhale, bringing myself into a back bend or thoracic extension. And then I'm going to exhale, flex my spine forward. Nice. Yes, exactly. So hopefully this actually feels quite doable after that warm-up. Nice. So your knees straight up towards the sky, feet flat on the ground, bum on the ground as well. And if you're watching this later, if your lower back hates this, then you're so welcome to get rid of the ball. Okay. Keep moving forwards and backwards. 5 more here. This shouldn't really feel like all that much in terms of ab work just yet. But feel the rib cage open up towards the sky as you extend back. And feel that rib cage almost pierce through the front of your body as you come forward. It's as if the front of your ribs are going to pop that ball. They're coming through the front of you so much. Okay, last time, take it up and hold it in your flexion. Nice. Root your left butt cheek into the floor. Lift your right leg into tabletop. Okay, and then left elbow is going to rotate towards right knee. Again, don't worry about them actually touching, but feel that left butt cheek stay grounded. And then foot down, extend back over the ball. Inhale and exhale. Switch to the other side. Good, exactly, really nice. So if I'm rotating to the left, I root down my right butt cheek. If I rotate to the right, I need to root down my left butt cheek. Okay, just watching for common compensations. So good. Let's go for maybe 4 more of these. And if these are really, really challenging for you, then you can stick with them, but I'm going to offer you a little bit more. Going for 3. Very nice rotation. I love that rotation. It's like you've got like a proper corkscrew motion going there. It's awesome. 2. Those elbows are beautifully wide. Okay, last time. Cool. Okay, I'm going to change it up. So I'm going to come up into flexion, I'm going to hold, and then I'm going to straighten my right leg up towards the sky, and I'm going to stick on the one side. Okay, so I'm going to go for a flexed foot because I feel like pointing is pretty, but it's not that functional. It is functional in some ways, but anyway. Left elbow towards right knee. Root down through that left butt cheek. And then slowly let the right leg pendulum down as you extend back over the ball. Inhale. Exhale, lift, twist. Good. Inhale, leg goes down. Very nice. Exhale, lift. Good. Twist. Beautiful twist there. Nice. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. As you move, watch that left knee. Just make sure that it's not hanging out to the side. It's pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Last 3. Lift a twist. Good. 2. Lift and twist. Beautiful. Last time. We're going to lift and twist and hold. Good. I know I've got my back to you, but reach your left arm up towards the sky. Jules is literally dying. Left arm reaches up towards the sky, and we're going to pulse up towards left pinky toe. I complimented you on your corkscrew rotation earlier. You literally want to use that corkscrew rotation for these little pulses. So as I pulse up, my right shoulder blade digs deeper into the ball. My left shoulder blade is lighter on the ball. I'm twisting as I reach. 5, but left butt cheek stays grounded. 4. Good. Really, yes, nice. 3. That's awesome. 2. 1. And let's take the right foot down and extend back straight over to the other side. Okay. So let's take it up into flexion. Left leg up, flex into the foot. Nice. Okay, so it's going to be kind of like a pendulum. Extend back of the ball, left leg comes down. Exhale, lift and rotate. Right butt cheek stays grounded. Nice. And inhale down. Exhale, lift. So if this is feeling pretty doable, then what I would say is really hone in on the parts of your body that you want to keep super stable, particularly right butt cheek, right knee. Right knee is pointing straight up to the sky. You've got your right pinky toe on the floor, right big toe on the floor. Good. Last 4. Exhaling to lift and twist. And 3. I really wish you could see Jules's face right now. 2. Okay, last time. Lift and twist and hold. Nice. Okay, cool. And reach that right arm up towards left pinky toe. Exactly the same thing. Little corkscrewy. Good. Try to keep your right neck and upper trap area relatively chilled out. So think about that rotation not coming from the neck, but rather coming from underneath your armpits. 6. That's it. Nice. 5. 4. Good. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. And then just extend back over the ball. Nice. Let your elbows kind of butterfly left and right. Open up your armpits. Just take a moment. If you like this position, you can bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide as well. And just what this allows quite nicely is for you to take a breath down into your tummy. You want to facilitate that expansion of the lower belly. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And last breath. Nice. Okay, cool. So we're going to come off the ball now. So just get rid of the ball completely. Just pop it away there. And we're going to lie on our back again. I'm sure you've done this before, but we're going to come into a little bit of like a progression towards like a side crow in supine. Okay, so what we're going to do is reach the arms up towards the sky, find a neutral spine for now, and then just take one leg into tabletop, other leg into tabletop, and just pause there with me. Okay, so let's take a few breaths in our neutral tabletop position. So we're breathing down into our tummy and into our lower back and into the sides of our body. Exhaling, drawing the navel to the spine on that exhale. Just take 2 more breaths here. So really feeling 3-dimensional expansion on our inhalation and exhaling completely. As we exhale, we draw navel to spine. Good. Last time. Beautiful. From here, we have to let our lower back round. So we're going to allow the lower back to round, posterior pelvic tilt. I'm going to tuck and round into my lower back and see if I can bring my knees to my elbows. So it's a little kind of like a miniature roll back. Okay, so I'm tucking, rounding, bringing my knees to the back of my elbows and then coming back to the ground. Nice. Good. You got it. Nice. Let's go for 10. 9. So if you want to really challenge yourself, make this little tuck movement a little slower than you'd like to. So instead of using momentum, you're going to think, okay, can I use my lower belly, my hip flexors, to bring those knees towards my elbows here? 5. Nice. Good. 4. That's it. 3, 2, and last time. Beautiful. Let's pop the feet down. Just take a little windscreen wipe. So next thing that we're going to do is a hold. So it's a little bit of like an endurance hold. We're going to hold one knee to the elbow, and then we're going to try and extend the opposite leg out and maybe lift and lower that said extended leg. Okay, so a little bit of hope needed for this one. Don't expect the knee to stay on the elbow the whole time, but let's come back into our tabletop position, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Cool. Now, if you were actually in a crow pose, your hands would probably be flat on the ground, and you'd have a little bit of a bend in the elbows as well. So let's see if we can bring the left knee to touch that left elbow. So hip flexor city over there on that left side. Nice, exactly. Puff up through the back of your heart. So you want to think about your heart pushing back into the floor behind you. You're lifting through the lower belly. Very nice. And you're also thinking about wrapping your triceps in towards the midline rather than letting them flare outwards towards the side. That's so hard. Good. Think about where your gaze might be in a crow. So maybe that top of the triangle. So you're looking to the tip of the triangle. Your hands would be the base of your two triangles. Nice. Hang out there. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, stretch your right leg long out in front of you. And then bring it back in. Let's try for 8 here. That's it. Nice. Good. Okay, cool. And 7. Exhaling on that way down. Keeping the neck nice and long, chin slightly tucked, depending on where your gaze might be. You know, you might have a unique gaze. 4 more. Good. And 3. And 2. And 1. Super. Let's take a break. Feet down. Windscreen wipe. Left hip flexor should be pretty toasted. Nice. Okay, cool. Same thing on the other side. So imaginary crow, sorry, elbows wrapped in, right knee, right tricep, activate through the right foot, because usually we'd be pulling the heel towards the glutes. You're welcome to do that as well. I find that really helpful. And then left leg, stretch it up towards the sky, flex, point or floint, and then let's slowly lower down on an exhale. Good, and up. Nice, and down. And up. Awesome, so stable. And down. And up. 5 to go. Press the knee into the elbow, elbow into the knee. Like you're trying to squish something. 3. And 2. Good, and last time. Well done. Put the feet onto the ground. Take a little mini windscreen wiper-rooney. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried side crow. Like, so both. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, for those that haven't, please don't worry about this situation. We're going to try and like mimic that position lying down. But I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to hold a side crow at the moment right now. But let's join together to, well, you can take a look at me and see if you want to join me in this conundrum. But I'm going to come into a little low lunge position. It's kind of a nice way to get into where we're going, but you are going to have a moment where you're going to kind of like flop down onto the floor. So please just watch where you're going. So if my left leg's out in front, I'm going to take both of my hands over to the left hand side. Okay, right leg's back behind me. Nice. Now, from here, I'm going to see if I can slide my back foot up to meet the front foot. And this position here, we're not even going to try and get lift off. If you want to, you can, but this is the position here that I want you to try and mimic in lying down, which might be like, what the hell? So I'm literally just going to put my butt on the ground. Nice, nice. Yes, you got a second there. Hells yeah. But so keep those knees over whichever tricep you were at, and your hands out to the side, and then squeeze your inner thighs together and see if you can actually roll onto your back. It's like the least graceful thing I've ever done on camera, but anyway. Okay, so here we are. It's super weird, but you're in a twist with the knees over to one side and both hands over to the other side. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now big toes kind of want to touch, inner thighs touch. Wrap the triceps in, push the ground away imaginarily, draw your lower belly in and up. Nice. Now I want you to take what would be your top leg. So if you're doing a side crow with your hands over to the left and your knees on your right elbow, then your right leg, I want you to stretch out long in front of you. Ha ha ha. Good. And then bring it back in. Keep your neck nice and long. Exhale as you reach. It's going to be wobbly. Press your left knee into that right elbow of yours. So keep the left knee, right elbow connection. 4. Nice. Good. 3. And as I can see, what you've already figured out is that extension of the right leg. If you kind of go too far, you might lose your balance a little bit. 2. Last one, reach and hold. I just want you to breathe here for 5. Try and take a nice breath in. Exhale, draw navel to spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. And then take a breather. Whew, nice. So whatever you want to do. Feet back to the ground, windscreen wipe. Whatever feels good. Now, to just come over to the other side, I don't expect you to do the whole side crow prep thing. We can just literally bring the knees over to the opposite elbow. But if you enjoyed it, okay, I'm going to do it with you. If you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too. I will just turn this way though. Okay, so it would be, right leg in front, both hands over to the right hand side, and then I lift the back knee up. Step that left foot forward. It's a bit of a weird way to get in. I know there's probably way nicer ways to get in, but I've just been practicing it like that. And then get your butt down. Roll onto your back. Nice, Sarah. How's ya? There's always one side that feels a bit funky, and the side is the side for me that feels a bit weird, in the sense that I struggle to keep the knees on my elbow, but that's just a lack of thoracic rotation. Okay, get your fake little side crow. Good. Elbows wrap in. Lengthen through the nape of the neck. Press that right knee into your left elbow and elbow into knee as well. Inhale. Exhale, stretch left leg long. Inhale, bring it back. Nice. And exhale. And inhale. Go for 5. Exhale. Inhale. 4. Exhale. Inhale. Almost there. 3. Exhale. Inhale. And 2. And in. Last time is the holder, and all I want you to do here is just try and breathe. Breathe functionally. 3-dimensional breath in. Navel to spine, exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then release it. Pop the feet to the ground. Let's take a full body stretch. So reach the legs forward, arms reach back. You literally got about 10 seconds before it is hop past on the dot. So take a nice big deep breath into the front line of your body. Big stretch. Amazing. And then you can hug your knees in towards your chest. Bring your forehead up towards your knees, and then just a little roll up into seated there. And my dear, it is time. I know. Yeah, cool.